Oh, the sky in New York tonight is beautiful. I wish you were around to see it too. I'm so lonely I could cry. Why'd my best friend have to die like that? I threw up on a corner in Philadelphia. She said, boy, there ain't no real use in helping you. The only thing you ever owned were high hopes in a pocket comb, you fool. So don't act like you know who I am. 'Cause the more I explain, the less you'll understand. Those assholes downtown are the only ones around who even try. So look up tonight, 'cause she's shining, and it'll be alright. Hey, you guys, Bitcoin's at 100K. We made a video, we did, my fucking roadies and my dreamers, 2 weeks ago saying it would hit 100K in 2 weeks. And it did. Why is this bullish? I'm no Bitcoin holder anymore. I got into that like in early 17, and that ship sailed. I found XRP. XRP, sorry about my eye. Me and this fucking piece of shit at the bar had a disagreement over something very personal. You should have seen the other guy and his friend. And his fucking friend. You should see his friend that was going to step in and set things straight for his buddy. Big boys fall hard, boys. That's all I'm saying. But we said it, right? Now, why is this so fucking important? I look fucked up, though. But it's because, whether we want to admit it or not, yes, Bitcoin's followed XRP a little through this cycle and everything. But at the same time, at the end of the day, the market's still codependent upon Bitcoin until it's not. And that day is coming, and it's coming soon. So ultimately, Bitcoin's at 100K. XRP, unless it falls off a cliff, and it could at 100K. I mean, honestly, it could. But XRP is going to do some catching up. And 100K Bitcoin, to me, puts XRP between 267 and 310 in the near term. But Bitcoin has to hold, this area within a couple $1,000s for the next week. It can move overnight, but for the next week. Either way, we're going to see a price pump tomorrow. Just saying, we're in a good spot. What are you going to do with the money? What are you going to do? Love my dreamers, my roadies. We're buying our time coins. The most valuable thing that we have is time. And most people would rather be sleeping in than going to work, which is a cousin of death, sleep. So effectively what they're doing is saying they'd rather be asleep than alive at work because they don't love their jobs. They may love them, but not every day. And money sets you free of that because you can make your own terms. So at the end of the day, we're buying our time coins, and maybe we can retire 6 months earlier or 30 years earlier. Maybe 40, depends on how old you are. But it's so valuable. I mean, it's kind of sad that money is such a dominant fucking force on our freedom to do what we want to do. I mean, why couldn't we have created this world where we just make a bunch of money but only work 10 hours a week? Then we have a balance of life, because you shouldn't have an equal balance of work, life. You shouldn't have to divide your life with a job. You just shouldn't. That should be a small percentage of your life, not an equal. And I get it. Sometimes work defines us. I can't get away from doing hair because I feel it's one of the few things that make me special. I love the attention when I make someone happy. It spills onto me. It spills over me. I'm a sponge. I absorb the anger. I absorb the fucking stress. I absorb the anxiety of the people around me, my community. my relationships with my kids, my wife, everybody, my clients, my staff. But I'm also a fucking sponge for beautiful, awesome, amazing things that happen every day. And I see it and I recognize it from a mile the fuck away. You know? So, they're just fucking thoughts. Leave your comments. Please subscribe to the channel. Been growing a lot lately. You know, thanks to my listeners and my friends in the space like Jay. You know, every now and then I get lucky and Jay will mention me because I had an idea that he agrees on. And he doesn't agree with me all the time, but, you know, it's just nice when the planets align. We all could use some help sometimes, right? Follow Jungle Inc. He's the guy that's pulling all the strings, the puppet fucking master. If you knew who he was the way I know who he is, you would understand. Love.